everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. This is episode 9 of the 1973 Dodge Challenger Hellcat swap built. In this episode, I'm going to finish weld the quarter panel on the passenger side. Once that's done, I'm going to move over to the passenger side and we'll start cutting with a plasma cutter. Everything needs to go, the quarter panel along with whatever that has rust holes in them, we'll cut them all out to prepare for the inner fender to go back in. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I prepped all the weld spot that I'm gonna be welding. So you can see these. I'm gonna start welding it and then we'll take these two screws out and then we'll weld on there. Drill a bunch of these holes so I can drill to this piece. I'm gonna still having to attach this piece right here. So it's like a channel for water to go through. So it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna clamp it and weld it in. Over here, I'm gonna weld this lower lip to the frame so everything is nice and solid. And then the roof is gonna go up here and then we'll do some body work there. And then here I'm gonna start welding all those spots. And then I drill like a bunch of holes down here where I'm gonna be drilling this to the inner fender. There's gonna be quite a bit of welding to do. Guys, the welding is done, but I got a whole bunch of grinding to do. Just want to show you guys where I welded it. So I drill probably a 3/8 of an inch hole or so, and then I just drill into them, just more like a spot weld. And here I welded this piece. This is for water drainage, so this piece get welded into the main quarter panel. This point is where this is tied to the structure, so you know, if this is not welded, this is gonna come out. So all of this has already been welded, so we're good. I welded this quarter panel right straight into the inner frame, so they're nice and strong. The roof is gonna go on top of it, and then we'll do body work a little bit later. And then down here, you can see like more spot welds. More spot welds. I'm gonna have to grind like all of this down a little bit later. And you can see that I'm not finished in here yet. The inside looks good, but like in here there's a bunch of work to be done, but you know, I can deal with that a little bit later. And then of course I welded all of this. Put a straight line, probably 3 inches or so up here. I do another few inches here. And then, you know, just spots down here. Tie this all together. All this is gonna have to be grinded down, guys. So it's not gonna look like this. It will be grinded down, and then, you know, we use a little bit of Bondo, kind of just make it look nice in here. Well guys, since we're having really nice weather today, I can open the garage door and do things that are dusty. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other side off with the plasma cutter. It produced a lot of dust, so today is the perfect day to do it. I'm gonna go do the grinding of all the weld spots another day. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the other side. Guys, this side actually is worse than the other side. Well, when I cut into it, you can see everything is rotted out. It's like a bunch of sand in there. Well, the sand is from the sand blasting, but there's like a bunch of other stuff. Like there's a snail on there. Not sure how it gets in there, but there's just so much junk. Like this big chunk of Bondo is right over here. This is all rotted. So there's gonna be a lot of patching on this side, similar to the other side. You can see holes here. This is quite rusted, so I gotta repair all of that. This is quite solid here, so that's good. Patch a bunch of stuff over here. Nice. I still gotta like get all this thing off from there. The channel on this side is looking pretty rough. You can see there's like rust through holes on them. So I have two options. I can just go buy a new channel and replace it, but the channel is kind of holding the structure of the entire trunk back here. So it's going to be pretty hard to keep them aligned. So what I'm going to do is I'll just do the repair. I'll just build like another channel on the inside. Just make it real strong from the inside, and then, you know, we'll call it good, because replacing this is going to be a major task, trying to keep the car square. So other than that, this is looking pretty decent. Well guys, my little helper shows up again. It came out a little bit late, but he's going to keep me company. A little tired this morning, so I think he's just gonna rest for a little bit. All right, let's get back to the project. What I'm gonna do first is to treat this channel right here, and you can see some rust through holes here, so I believe that a structure of this whole channel is compromised. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brace it from the inside, just so the exterior can be, you know, the way it is. Then I'll just patch those little holes from below. But up here, I'm gonna go and fill the metal on the inside. Before that though, I want this to stay exactly where it is. I brace this way. I'm going to come in there. You see that piece of metal there? I'm going to brace the bottom of it to up here, so it's kind of like crossed like that. One on this side, one on this side, so this is not flexing. Then after that, I'm going to start removing this piece right here at some point. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to treat this channel right here and complete that. So it's going to take a while to get this done. I'll get things started. So you can see that brace is in. So this piece is not going to be moving back and forward or twisting. So now I'm going to go, well, I actually added another brace here. You can see that I tie this top piece to sidewall because I'm going to be cutting the inner fender out. So this is going to be where my alignment is going to be for the new inner fender. So the new inner fender is going to get inserted into here, and that's where you're going to position it. So I want to make sure this to stay this way correctly with a factory geometry. So I already tied this to this, so this is going to be in true geometry. Now I can go ahead and cut this off. Now you can see that it's been spot welded in a lot of different places. So I'm gonna have to go and, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna drill this using the spot weld remover. I'm just gonna use the plasma cutter and cut a hole in it. It's so much quicker. And the next time when I put the new inner fender in, I already have a hole to drill on top, to weld on top. So it's gonna work out good. I'm gonna go ahead and get a plasma cutter, burn all those holes, and I'm gonna cut this inner fender as far in as I can so I can make some room. And then the objective is try and get this inner fender removed altogether. Well, the inner fender is completely out of the car. You can see that it's all gone. I did all the cutting that I need to do at this point. You can see that all the spot weld already been burned through with the plasma cutter. It works out really well because all the spots right here, when I get the new inner fender in, I can just weld from the other side and the hole's already created. So that's perfect. You can see that this section right here is rusted out, just like the other side. So I'm gonna have to go and treat all this area with new sheet metals. And then, we'll have to patch up the channels here, make them strong. I will leave this the way it is because just kind of keep this rear piece in position while I'm working on this area. You see there's tons of dust down here. When I look inside the rocker panel, you can't see it. I don't have a light here, but like in there's like all kinds of sand and debris. So I'm gonna have to vacuum all that stuff out. See that bunch of metal been removed. So at this point, I'm gonna stay focused on the channel, treat them, make them strong, and then we'll move to this area and treat all those rust. Similar to the other side, I'm going to want about 2 inches of wheel clearance towards the inside. So I'm going to do the same thing as the other side. I'm going to cut this piece right here and then push it in and then trim the bottom. So the whole thing is going to be pushed in about 2 inches. But you can see that this is not straight from here all the way out back. It actually angled, like the back is going towards this way. So you're going to have to like bend this part in, and then the wheel is gonna sit somewhere here. So I really don't need to trim this part, just have to trim here. So first I'm gonna cut it, and then we'll push it in, then we'll weld it. You see that I already welded the section down here, I grounded down already. So the next step is to cut this lip off, leave about 800 inches for welding on top of it. I'm going to trim all of that. You see where the lines are. I'm going to trim all the way down here, and at this point down here is 2 inches in, because I'm pushing everything 2 inches back. I'm going to go ahead and get a plasma cutter and cut that out. Then I'm ready to test fit the inner line, the inner fender. It's got to, be tucked in this entire area. Well, I made a bunch of progress on this channel right here. You can see that I put a filler piece in here, welded it, grounded down. So this entire side is pretty much prepped for the inner fender. And you can see that I cut off this little section because it's so rusty. So I'm gonna have another plate down here just to make sure to stay nice and strong. But it's getting there. Now what I want to show you guys on the other side is that I did have some time today to grind down all the weld spots. So you can see all the spot welds already been grinded down. Same thing here is ground down. So I'm probably gonna throw a primer coat on real quick just so the paint, the bare metal doesn't get rusted. Probably will do that tomorrow. I ground all this stuff down, getting it ready. That's all grinded down as well. Down here, the fender well, everything got ground. So looking really decent. Close the door real quick. So this side is pretty much done, guys. So I'm gonna stay focused on the other side and get it done. Well guys, I'm gonna wrap up this episode. Next episode, I'm gonna work on that channel and make it nice and strong. We'll add a lot of brace to it. Then after all the brace goes in, I'm gonna start prepping it for the inner fender to go in. Now, the inner fender is attached to the outer fender, so I'm gonna have to cut it in half and try to weld the inner fender in first. All that's gonna come up in the next episode. I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.